All right, there's some breaking news that's coming in on the story that we broke about the Mi-17 V5 chopper that had of the IAF that had crashed in Arunachal Pradesh. At least 7 personnel had been on board that flight and that helicopter. In fact, our deputy news editor Snehesh Philip bringing us the latest details about the critical conditions of those 7 personnel. Snehesh, over to you. What is the condition of those 7 people whom we were talking about?
Sadly, we can confirm now that 5 personnel who were on board this chopper have been fatally injured. They've been killed in this crash, and 1 more personnel is critically injured. This crash happened at about 6 in the morning when the Mi-17 V5 helicopters was on a routine air maintenance mission, and it crashed in Arunachal Pradesh. A court of inquiry has been ordered to ascertain the cause of the accident. But yes, we can confirm now that 5 personnel on board this ill-fated chopper have been killed in this crash, and 1 has been critically injured. This is what we've learned so far with them.
All right, Snehesh, also very sad details. But Snehesh, this is coming in the backdrop of a similar crash that happened in July. What are the kind of precautions that need to be taken that such clashes don't happen in the future?
The weather here in this particular area is very bad. Usually that's the norm most of the days. But then, this particular Mi-17 crash is really surprising, because Mi-17 is a very sturdy aircraft helicopter. It's a big one. It's not the normal single-engine Chetak, or let's say the Dhruv helicopters that the Indian Air Force and the Army uses. The Mi-17s are very heavy, sturdy ones, which are used in rescue ops, which are able to carry more personnel on board. Even when we travel with the Air Force, we usually end up traveling in the Mi-17, and these are the Russian-made helicopters and are modern and are new in the Air Force inventory. So it's very surprising that this crash has happened. A court of inquiry has been ordered into this crash, which will ascertain the exact reason why this chopper crashed. And it's really sad that we've lost 5 personnel in this crash, and 1 has been critically injured. But and this also comes a day after the IAF chief had raised concerns over the crashes that have taken place in peacetime. Losing airplanes in times of war is a different thing, but losing airplanes in times of peace is totally a different ballgame altogether. And this is a matter of concern for the Air Force, and as well as all those who work in the IAF and in the military. There have been concerns that have been raised in the past regarding Cheetah and Chetak helicopters, which are old helicopters, which are generations behind. But this particular Mi-17 V5 helicopters are modern helicopters. Our new helicopters are much more sturdier and stronger than the earlier ones. So this particular crash has indeed surprised many of us who cover the military closely. And now a court of inquiry has been issued. So we'll have to wait for the court of inquiry to actually come out with the exact reason why this chopper crashed.